Thanks a lot. We're going to talk about crime now, 7:10. You know, crime, it is a problem plaguing many cities across the country. And, of course, Philadelphia is no exception. Coming off of 2 deadly years which saw homicide rates rise and the police department lose 2 of its own, a new plan is finally taking shape. New mayor and a new police commissioner fighting to take the streets back from the violence that has tried to destroy it. Joining us now is Philadelphia's new police commissioner, Charles Ramsey, joining us now to talk about his plan. Good morning to you, Commissioner.
Good morning.
I want to ask you your thoughts about the 2 fellow police officers of yours and the police family that died out of in Kirkwood, Missouri. Your thoughts about condolences to their families, but maybe a question you might have about that crime scene as you just watch it and think about it in your own head.
Well, I mean, certainly on behalf of all the men and women of Philadelphia PD, we want to offer our condolences. LAPD also lost a SWAT officer just 2 nights ago. So it's been a deadly year so far for law enforcement. But those are difficult situations. It could happen anywhere, although the likelihood of it happening in some cities is a little less. We have good security here around our city hall and outside and inside our council chambers. But it just goes to show how deadly things can become so quickly.
Let's talk about crime in general throughout this whole city, the city right behind you, those windows outside. Citizen feedback, what were some of the concerns and issues they raised as you've gone around and talked to the citizenry about this new crime plan? What would they like to see you do?
More uniformed police officers on the street. Visibility was one of the issues. And they're right. I mean, we are short in patrol, and that's what we're trying to do, is beef it up. We've chosen 9 districts that account for the majority of our violent crime, from 65% of our murders just in those 9 districts. So if we can get a hold there, then I think we'll be in pretty good shape in terms of dealing with crime.
If you spread it, you can spread it out among 9 districts. So I say if I'm watching them right now and I don't live in one of those 9 districts, I'm concerned. Should I be concerned that I won't get the police protection that I need?
No, that's where our overtime is going to go, so they can extend tours. We'll have another program that we'll put in place this summer where people will be able to work their days off. They'll be put in those other 14. We'll also be looking at redeployment, which is officers who are assigned to non-operational units that'll cycle periodically into uniform patrol and be used in hot spots and the like.
You said that you're going to have now a new police recruit class, 200 new officers. Am I correct on that?
Well, we've got 114 in now to come out in April. We've got another 100 to come out in July.
All right. How will that, what will you be able to do between now that the class hits the streets, the rookies get their training and be able to move out on their own?
Well, I'm looking at specialized units. Some of the specialized units can be reduced in size. One has been totally dissolved, and those officers will go into the 9 districts. So we're working now to get ready for the summer because, you know, it's important that all year round you have an active crime fighting strategy. So we've already begun putting in place some of the steps.
I want to talk to you about crime fighting strategies. One of them that the new mayor, Michael Nutter, talked about, campaigned about, was stop and frisk. Controversial policy happening when it happened up in Boston. How will you be able to train, and how do you think you'll be able to implement it and still appease some people who say that you're violating people's civil liberties?
Well, stop, question, and frisk has been around for more than 40 years, so it's not new. It's just it's getting a lot of attention now. But because of that, we're going to have a lot more scrutiny, and we told our officers that. So we're having in-service training, we're having roll call training to remind officers of what you need in order to stop an individual for questioning, and certainly reasonable suspicion is what we're looking for.
You said that you were going to hope to, one of your goals to reduce crime by 25%. 25% of murders, 25% of violent crime, that's a lot.
It is a lot, but why not strive to have, you know, high goals? You know, when we take a look at the homicides last year, you know, we fell under 400, so somehow that's looked at as being successful, and certainly is better than the year before. But to me, the bar is too low. 400 murders, or close to 400, is far too many for our city.
How will you define your administration different from your successor?
I don't know if it'll be that much different. I have a lot of respect for Sylvester Johnson. He was a good commissioner. We're good friends. I think he did a lot for the city. I have my own style and my own way of doing things.
How was that big? Give us an idea of your style.
Well, I mean, I'm out there on the street a lot. You know, I'm very aggressive when it comes to fighting crime. That's not to say that the previous commissioner wasn't. I just do things my own way. I'm not trying to be anyone other than myself. You're
not trying to be just Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey. We want to thank you for joining us this morning, Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey. And if you live in the Philadelphia area also, we want to tell you, if you'd like to help the Philadelphia police, just go to your local police, check the blotter, and you'll see some of the details of some of the police's folks that they have described as some of the most wanted criminals in the area. You'll see the pictures, and you'll get a chance to see if you know any of them and tell the police what you know. Maybe you'll be able to provide them with some evidence and clues. Time now is just